What's up, YouTube? Winterguard here. Today I'm going to talk about seal popping and what I think is the most efficient way to do it. I've been doing it a lot in live streams lately, and I've been getting a lot of questions on exactly how I do it, my exact pathing, that sort of thing. And I'm going to show it to you real quick. This is going to be a short video. I'm just going to just go over the gear real quick and what's needed and what's not needed, and then we'll do a quick run and hopefully we'll do a successful seal pop, and I'll just touch on a couple of things. Real quick, I'm running full lightning. This is my gear, 3-piece towel. This is mostly Magic Find. These are all Magic Find charms. We're looking at War Travs, Trangs, that sort of thing. There's nothing special here. I do have an Infinity on my Merc, but I will say that I was doing this a lot before I got that, and you could do it with Blizzard, so it's not necessary. This is mainly a Sorceress setup. You might be able to do it with a Hammered in. The teleporting needs to be pretty quick, so keep that in mind. So let's do this real quick, and I'll show you how I do it, and hopefully we'll do a fairly quick run. Buff up real quick, and what I'll do is my normal path is I'll go up and to the left and clear these seals first. Now you could do all the seals or clear. You could go ahead and pop these seals on this side, clear whatever you want to clear. And I'll show you why in a second. And normally I clear up to this line here. Anything up here I'll go ahead and kill. And let's go ahead and do the seal boss. And normally I have to have the Merc for the most part take care of this, since he's always that boss is always lightning immune. And then we'll go up to Deceased, which is the middle one. One portal here, and I normally clear the narrow hallway sections on the top part here. Deceased usually, a lot of times he will not be lightning immune, so you can usually burn him down pretty quick. If there's another section of hallway here, I'll go ahead and clear mobs in this area as well. As you see, that kind of filters into this lower section, so I'll go ahead and go to the next section. Okay, this is where you set up the seal pop. Alright, in this particular one, you got to know which one actually generates the seal boss. And in this case, this seal, when you pop it, will bring the seal boss. The one up here will not. And if you get the one that's just straight, the one here will pop the seal boss, and the one up top there will not. So keep that in mind. You want to leave the one that does not pop the seal boss unpopped. So we'll go ahead and kill the seal boss here. The Infector, he's usually pretty quick, usually lightning, but again, most specs, if you got decent gear, you could do this pretty fast. Alright, and the next part of this, now I have every seal popped except for this one. So what we're going to do now is go back to the River Flame. And when you get the hang of this, you can do this really fast. Alright, now make sure you're actually in the River Flame. See how you need to make sure that pops up. And another thing, and I'm not going to do this fast, I just want to show some tips here. So let's get this stuff out of the way. If you have a lot of density in this lower area right here, you can use a portal to keep the mobs active. And the way the seal works is any mobs that are active when the seal is popped will drop gear. Magic Find won't affect it, but it's a good way to farm runes. So say for instance you have a huge density of mobs here, pop a portal right about here. And that will make sure that they'll stay active, because the portal is considered an NPC for the characters, so it will keep these mobs right there active. And pathing, this is important. Go to the left side and the top side of the center area, and then hit the seal. What that'll do is, passing through this area, of course, activates this. If you hit the top side of the center, you'll see that it kills these mobs. So you'll get these drops. And if you go to the left side, you'll get these drops. There wasn't that many here density wise. So otherwise, if there was mobs here, they would have popped. If you just went just on the edge and across. So keep that in mind. And I always go left to right. So you could kind of do the same thing if you prefer to pop the left side last. Just skim the right side of the middle seal and go right, or the middle area where Diablo spawns, and then go across the top and to the left and pop the seal on that side. But my path is usually I go left, center, and then right. Now, if you don't do it fast enough, people say it's 8 seconds. I think it's shorter than that. It's somewhere between 5 and 8. No drops here, but as you see, this TP kept these mobs active. So we got drops here. Now, if you do this at full speed, normally this area, if it's pretty dense, you'll have loot here as well. So just keep that in mind. You have to do this with between 5 and 8 seconds. I think it's closer to 5. Let me know if you think it's a little longer than that, but it's pretty quick. And then once I checked the loot on all the different angles, I'll go ahead and kill Diablo and reset. So we'll burn him down. Get an amulet. Alright. So I'm going to do it at full speed this time and see if I can get a good pop. I normally don't use the TP method, but if you're a little slower, it might help you out at first. But let's do this at full speed and see if we can get a decent pop. Again, I go up and to the left. That's just my path. Not a lot of density down here this time. And I clear this stuff here first. Skimming the left side of the middle area doesn't always pull up into this. It hits that big open area decent. Oh, cool. That's cool. All right, we got a unique ring. We'll check this real quick. Actually a decent Ravenfrost. 250 is perfect attack rating and 20 is perfect dex on. That's actually a good Ravenfrost. Well, that's pretty neat. Okay, we'll kill the seal real quick here. Again, we're not at full speed again. I usually can do this fairly quick, but as guys know on my stream, I get to talking a lot, so it tends to slow me down. This area, if you skim the left side of the middle area when you're coming back through for the last seal, you'll pop all these mobs. And the same for this if you skim the top side. Alright, so we get the different configuration this time, but we always have these 2 hallways. I clear both of these because the seal pop usually doesn't affect these 2 areas. And you can get some density in these 2 spots as well. Kill deceased. And I normally kill kind of what's around him here, and then I move on. It's not a lot of density on this map this time. Alright, we got the other configuration, so that's good. We can see that. So we'll go ahead and clear this out before I pop the seal boss. This one you leave untouched. This is the one that does not spawn the seal boss. It's the one here. So we'll go ahead and clear around the seal. And then kill the boss. He's lightning immune, so I'll let the Merc take care of it. Now, small charm. Check that real quick. Okay, I usually buff at this point because I'm going to be going through as quick as I can. So I want to go ahead and deal with that before I start. So we'll go back to the entrance. Make sure you're in the River of Flame. And then go back through as fast as you can. I usually don't drop TPs, but I would drop it there. Go up and click it, and you should get, as you see, you saw those die real quick there. And I checked the loot. See these? I might have killed those, but wasn't a lot of density here. I got one mob that dropped something. A lot of times there's good density in this section and this section, but there wasn't a lot this past year. There's a little bit here. I usually check down to about here. Not a lot of loot this time, so we'll go up and kill Diablo and reset. And there you go. Alright, so that's it in a nutshell. A couple people asked me to really detail the route, so I went ahead and did a short video on that. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like and subscribe. Link for the Discord in the description. You guys have a great new year. Today is January 1st for recording of the video. And keep on farming.